Last week, I was strolling up and down each aisle of Bevmo trying to find the coolest beer that piques my interest. Lo and behold, I find an old Russian stout named Old Rasputin, with Rasputin right on the fucking bottle, which is gnarly. Then I remembered all the crazy facts about Rasputin and I figured I should make a video on this motherfucker. Rasputin was a mystic who was born a peasant during the Russian Empire on January 26, 1869. His claim to fame in mysticism was his ability to improve the health of the heir to the throne, Alexei Nikolaevich, who had hemophilia, which is a bleeding condition that causes you to bleed basically anywhere in your body for any reason. It's basically anemia if you have Ho in your DNA. Rasputin improving the health of the heir to the Russian throne made him an influential favorite at the court of the Emperor Nicholas II and Empress Alexandra. Bring it back to Rasputin's school years. Rasputin attended school but remained illiterate, and his reputation for slang and schlong earned him his nickname Rasputin, which is Russian for debauched one. Rasputin underwent a religious conversion at 18 years old, went to the monastery at Verkhocher, and was introduced to the Khlisti sect, which was a religious group in Russia at the time, and this is where his religious philosophies got its first form of merit. Rasputin believed that one was nearest God when feeling unholy passionlessness, and the best way to reach that state was through sexual exhaustion that came after prolonged debauchery. At 19, Rasputin married a woman named Praskovia Dubrovina, had 4 kids, and continued meatpacking women's menstrual factories. He then left home and wandered to Mount Athos, Greece, and Jerusalem, living off peasant donations, and gained the reputation of a holy man with the ability to heal the sick and predict the future. Rasputin then found himself in St. Petersburg, where they so happened to start dabbling in mysticism themselves. Which brings us back to him healing Nicholas II and Princess Alexandra's child, who had anemia and Ho in his DNA. Once Rasputin healed their child, he proclaimed while leaving the palace that the royal family and the destiny of their child was linked to him. Once Rasputin basically played God and caused a scene in the fucking palace, that's when his decade of influence on the imperial family and affairs of the state started and lasted for a decade. In the presence of the royal family, he kept his image of a peasant, but outside of the palace, he was still on that bullshit, laying pipe. Rasputin claimed jerking off had purifying and healing effects. He then acquired a mistress and continued ding-donging, raw-dogging, and dock-rocking many women. When Nicholas II heard of Rasputin's misdeeds and acts of misconduct, he didn't believe shit, and immediately had people taken out of power and had motherfuckers exiled to